Monday. You want to say happy Monday?
No.
Okay. Happy Monday, everyone. It's May. Oh my God, it's May. Can you believe it's May? I hope you're getting outside to get a little bit of sun on your face, maybe a little exercise away from all other people so that you're staying safe and healthy. I think of you guys often. Let's jump into today's lesson. So for today, I would love for you to explore any other genre. So today you can choose another type of informative genre if you want, informational genre. You can choose another type of creative genre that you haven't done yet, or you can jump into the third one that's optional but super cool, the functional genres. Functional genres are things that have like a useful or practical purpose. So like a letter is to send something to someone, to send a message to someone. A diary is your own writing for yourself. It includes email exchanges and Twitter posts and social media posts. A eulogy is written for someone after they die. An advertisement, you could create a funny advertisement or a genuine one. A police report, a tabloid article, a resume or cover letter, a letter to the editor. And lists are my favorite ones. Lists.
Mama.
What? No. Stop it. You could make a grocery list that shows like what things you're buying during these times. You could make a to-do list. You can make a list of different things. I'll give you some ideas on the next page. Recipes. Miss Sitzer has a really cool recipe in hers that I love. You can also do visual components of your project. Okay, so that's an option too. Let me show you some ideas of what you can do. So let's start with the functional genre since that's new. Here are my ideas for lists. 10 things I hate about quarantine. 20 things I see from where I'm sitting.
Mommy.
5 things the world can learn from COVID-19.
Mama.
Yeah. Are you tickling me? For lists, they might be like longer paragraphs. So like number 1 and then a paragraph, number 2 and then a paragraph, or they might be pretty short. It's really up to you. Here are some ideas for additional creative genre pieces you can do. Here are some ideas for additional informative genre pieces you can do. Okay, so class, I want to give you a couple examples. This first one is an informative genre piece, and it's the transcript of an interview. Transcript means you wrote down every single word that was literally said in the interview. So what Miss Sitzer did here was she made a phone call to her brother, and she recorded it so that she could type up the exact words afterwards. And here's what it says. Gretchen, what are some literal, tangible, visible, or physical results of the COVID-19 pandemic in your daily life in New York City, besides staying at home and taking the government-issued precautions? Patrick, the most immediate change for me is not taking any public transportation, which New York City is built around. I haven't taken the subway or a city bus in over a month, where I normally would have taken both every day. Ridership is down over 90%, which is incredible for a city this size. It's a chance to see people walking around wearing masks. And it seems like every person you walk past is talking about something COVID-19 related. It's strange to see restaurants and shops shuttered, especially small places in my neighborhood that I'd visit a few times a week. And it's eerie to see places that are built to be packed with commuters completely empty. Places like Grand Central Station and Times Square are vacant. All of the neon and lighted billboards in Times Square that are normally advertisements our public service announcements telling people to stay home and thanking healthcare workers for what they're doing. It's also been incredible to have people clapping every night at 7 p.m. and hearing the entire neighborhood coming out to cheer. Some apartments are putting speakers out the window and blaring music, and everyone cheers when it's finished. I have one of the field hospitals a few blocks away from my apartment set up in Central Park near Mount Sinai Hospital, which is one of the biggest in the city. I was startled the first time I was out for a walk and saw it because it was a pretty stark reminder of how much of a difference this has made on people's lives. So class, if you want to try an interview, that's kind of what that might look like. And then I also really love this one. Ms. Sitzer wrote a recipe for surviving the COVID pandemic as a teacher. Ingredients: patience, Google Classroom, a passion for corresponding via email, more patience, organization, understanding, presentable hair for office hours, dry shampoo is optional, yoga for stretching after slouching at your computer, Kleenex or sunshine, hope, gratitude. And here are the recipe's directions. Open can of patience. Homemade is best. And add this into every step of the baking process. Whenever there is a new ingredient added, add more patience. 1 to 2 days worth at every step should suffice. Next, with a whisk, fold in Google Classroom and a passion for corresponding via email. This will serve as the foundation for your survival. Don't forget to add more patience. At this stage, you will need to start preparing your organization, which you should have already organized. You didn't? Oh well, that means you will either not go to bed for 4 days or something will break. It should still be fine. Add more patience. Then, with a wooden spoon, carefully remember to add in presentable hair for office hours, because children will see you and you are a professional, even though you are home in your sweatpants. Dry shampoo does wonders, but is not necessary. Regular hygiene is good too, for those of you who are overachievers. As you add more patience to your recipe, rapidly beat in yoga stretching that will be required after slouching at your computer for hours. Sprinkle in the Kleenexes you need to dry your tears about not being able to be with your students and coworkers, or sprinkle in the sunshine you absorb to soothe the grief. Bake for an undisclosed amount of time, at least 2 months, probably more. When it is done baking, garnish with the infinite amount of hope and gratitude you have for your students, fellow teachers, healthcare workers, and essential employees you've been feeling this entire time. You cannot add too much. Okay, class, so for the 4.0 today, try out 2 or more genres, including at least one from the functional genres list over here. And for the 3.0, try out just one additional genre from any of the lists. Have fun, be creative, take care.